Hey, so today I'm in the jungle and that's why I'm not doing this video live. And I'm sure that I'm also gonna be sweaty throughout this video, but I'm coming up here today to share with you the messages for this period of time when Mercury is retrograde. It actually started yesterday on 10th of May and it's gonna last until 2nd of June. And every time these windows are opportunities for us to grow and discover new depth, understand ourselves more. So yeah, that is an invitation for you to dive deeper with me into understanding what Mercury retrograde brings and what particularly brings this one. So yeah, Mercury is the energy of the travel, of communication, and let me tell you that in my astrology chart, Mercury is my dominant planet, which is also the reason why I have this need to move, to travel, to discover all the time. But yes, when it's Mercury retrograde, it is affecting our communication in many ways, in our relationships. But yeah, it is also the planet that is influencing our mind, intellect, reason, language, our intelligence, our social networking, knowledge. And this one, the Mercury retrograde, is in Gemini. So how it can affect us is also that our energy is scattered. So I want to invite you to observe that with yourself. How are you feeling? Are you being scattered, distracted in this period of time? And also, because I mentioned the mind, I invite you to investigate with yourself where are you single-minded, where you have single thoughts and where you feel stuck, where you are strict, where you are rigid in your life, where are you not actually adapting. What are those areas, what are those fields, and what are these areas that you can grow more. Okay, so looking into, when I'm mentioning the mind, also the stories that you have and that are the reason why you are then in this pattern over and over again, and you might be even suffering because of that. So basically, Mercury retrograde brings you can bring some issues with communication. So it's important that we are aware of that we are, oh, okay, Mercury is retrograde. Well, that's why we are having some issues in communicating, or maybe imagining that we had an agreement about something, and then we see that we didn't actually understand each other, and we might not meet at the right time or at the right place, etc., etc. So having this awareness and knowing that that's why communication at this time is so important, and knowing how to communicate yourself, knowing how to communicate what you think, what you feel, what is your truth. Okay, so many times Mercury retrograde also brings some issues with and problems with technology. And just know that technology is extension of your energy. So your phone, your computer, this is extension of your energy, which is also an opportunity for you to look into. And for example, phone, this is how you communicate. Through computer, we communicate, with network, with other people. So it is an opportunity for you to see where you may be blocked in communication. What are you not allowing yourself to fully express? And here is also an invitation for every one of us to really listen to ourselves, what we actually want, and that we express that, and also in relationships to listen to one another, which could be a challenge with those energies open up, which is just an invitation to see our wounds, to see our stories, and to see how this narrative that we have in our mind, in our head, is influencing our relationship. So, invitation to try to understand yourself better and why you're reacting the way you are. Observing your actions, reactions. Are you being more reactive at this time? What is the trigger? And also invitation to be aware of the way how you communicate. Are you being kind or are you being unkind to yourself, to other people? Also awareness of your self-talk, okay, in your head as well. So the way you communicate also, people in this period of time can be aggressive, unkind, destructive, and this is an opportunity to heal those aspects. Where are we being aggressive, unkind, destructive? Where are we feeling stuck, rigid? Where are we being strict with ourselves and others? Where are we controlling ourselves or trying to control others? Having this honesty with ourselves and healing those parts, those areas, so we can then, as a consequence, move more freely through life. Okay, so the first message with this Mercury retrograde that came through was celebrate your life and radiate your light. Okay, so also invitation to connect with the highest energy of who you are, and invitation to free your mind of everything that I was mentioning before that. So freeing your mind of these mental patterns, stories that are making you feel stuck and that are holding you in the past, in the old patterns, in the old paradigm, and they are not allowing you to move freely. So it is an opportunity with this window being open up to free your mind, to become even more the master of your mind, and in consequence also when we are a master of our mind, we have more power and also more easily flowing and manifesting. We are more easily flowing and manifesting things in our life. So also invitation to connect deeper with the dream world. So in the dream world, like this is in the shamanism, traveling into the dream world, connecting with our spirit animals, and from that world creating what we want and in our life. Okay, so an invitation to also, I mentioned the first message was celebrate your life, radiate your light. Invitation also to honor all the aspects and colors of your being. So everything that you are, all your emotions, all your thoughts, everything that is there, knowing, understanding why is it there, how and where is it originating from, and of course with being a master, deciding what are you keeping and what are you letting go. So an invitation to celebrate and see the reason why different people cross your life as well, and different situations happen for you. So what are these people, situations showing you, giving you an opportunity with, and an opportunity, looking and seeing those opportunities, taking these opportunities to become even more freer and stepping even more in being you, in more power. Okay, another invitation here. Invite more humor in your life, okay? Not taking everything so seriously, and also laughing more. Maybe doing some techniques in this period of time of Mercury retrograde, of laughing, smiling, yoga, because this is how we are heightening our vibration. This is how we raise our vibration the most easily, with laughing. Okay, I'm sweating a lot. Oh my god. Whew. The jungle. Okay, so laughing actually also heightens our vibration. So laugh with your face, laugh with your mind, laugh with your liver, and laugh with all of your cells. Practice that, okay? Invite this positive energy in your body and see how everything is then flowing more easily, which was the second invitation and message for this Mercury retrograde. Flow like a river, and while you're doing this, enjoy the ride. Okay. Letting go of the control, letting go of the things that are not serving us, and knowing that where we are putting our intention, this is where our energy flows. So that's why the awareness of our thoughts is so important, because what we are thinking about, this is what we are putting and investing our energy into, and this is what we are creating. So that's why letting go of all these unwanted thoughts, being aware of our self-talk is so important. When we are putting an intention, when we are trusting in that intention, and putting the energy in that direction, the universe will also show us what is out of alignment. The universe will show us what is not in alignment with what we want to create, which doesn't mean that the universe is against us, but it simply means that it's giving us an opportunity to let go of the old patterns, the old things, so we can actually manifest what we want. So it's actually watering what we actually want until it grows, okay, until it manifests. So trust, believe, be aware of the attitude that you are having, of your vibration, choosing the lifestyle and the mindset you want, okay? Claiming, investing the energy in what you want. So with having this awareness where our intention goes, our energy flows, knowing that we can choose, are we going on a good trip, okay, or are we going on a bad trip? Are we going downward spiral or upward spiral, which I was telling you before, becoming a master of your mind, which was one of the videos that I highlighted in our group not long ago, because this is really important right now in this period of Aquarius, mastering our mind, clearing everything on the level of our mind. And we are supported with all these windows, with the Mercury retrograde, with everything that is happening, that we can clear our mind, become more clearer channels. So when we are being and becoming an open channel, we can receive the blessings from the universe. So what is important, that we are open in our hearts. Here I was guided to mention how many people out there are more easily giving than receiving, because when we are giving, we don't have to have our heart open. With receiving, we have to open our heart in order to receive. So also in our relationships, being willing to receive the critics, being willing to receive other perspective, being willing to receive other points of view, okay, and also other paths, other directions, just being willing to receive whatever that is, and choosing for ourselves on the other side what we want. Oh, mosquito. Anyway, so invitation to contain this energy of happiness, lightness, and being relaxed in your body. On the other side, seeing what is blocking your happiness. Why are you not being light and freely moving in your life? Why are you not being relaxed? What is the reason that you become tense? Okay, looking into that. Okay, the third important message: infinite gratitude brings infinite abundance. Practicing I am gratitude and I am abundance, and with that opening yourself for the miracles. Practicing being grateful and being compassionate, especially in communication, in our relationships. Okay, that can be challenging sometimes. And with being grateful, seeing also and being grateful for all the opportunities, possibilities to grow, to evolve, to manifest and create what we want, being grateful for yourself, for others, for all the blessings in your life. Okay, and the fourth and last message with this Mercury retrograde and invitation is to be and to follow the path of your truth. Okay, when you're communicating, talk and be your truth. So important in relationships, especially in this period of Mercury retrograde, when sometimes we want to hide, we don't want to communicate, we have all the excuses, the reasons why we are not going to speak our truth. Seeing the mirrors and seeing what other people are showing us, and enjoying this path of learning, okay, and knowing. And in the relationship, what matters in the end is what is it showing to you. These are some questions, guidance that I want to put out. What is the situation, the relationship that I am in showing to me? What it means for me? Not that we are focusing so much on other people. This is what many empaths can be experiencing, being overwhelmed with what they are feeling with other people, and then losing this focus on yourself and what you want to create. So with everything that is going on for you, in the end, what matters is what do you choose, okay? And what are you going to do with the circumstances and everything that is going on for you? What are you going to do with it? So if you have any challenges, for example, are you going to be a victim in this challenge, or are you going to be creator and choose and do this challenge with this situation, opportunity, what you want and the best that you can. And a little reminder here, when we are in relationships, focus on yourself, and what can you do actually is to work on yourself and your own healing and do your own work. You cannot do the work instead of somebody else and yeah, it's important to have this reminder, because when we are healing those parts that are opening up for us in relationships, that affects the relationship in a good way, and that is helping the relationship and you to grow. And when you change the attitude, things and approach things in relationships also change, okay? And for all the people pleasers, knowing that if you are resentful, this is because you're pleasing others and not following yourself. And if you're feeling betrayed, having all these expectations because you are doing all these things because of what you're feeling, know that maybe other people are not so empathic, are not feeling and knowing, and things are maybe not obvious for them and are not clear for them. And having this compassion and knowing that that's why communication is so important. Communicating what your needs are, what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Because some people are not so sensitive and they cannot feel what you're feeling and know that. And it's not fair that you are expecting that. Also, that you are having all this pressure on yourself, that you are always looking into and knowing what is going on in your environment. So communicate more of that and really be you, express your truth, because this is how you're actually going to attract your tribe, which is the frequency of this year, and it's really supported in this year. So another question, because I said with this last message that was follow the path of your truth, is your life aligned with your truth? Okay. Invitation for you as well. Are you avoiding, hiding, maybe even lying because you're afraid of other people's reactions if you would tell what you feel and what you see or what you're thinking about? So having this clarity and sharing this clarity, saying what you actually want to say, being honest, being transparent, being in your integrity and loyal to yourself. This is the guidance for this Mercury retrograde. Letting go of expectations and all the different beliefs, patterns around being overwhelmed with how and what you feel, which is an invitation for all the empaths, okay? Having and creating clear boundaries, and always aligning back to yourself and your truth. Okay, these are the main things that I wanted to share, and I'm gonna actually finish this video with a thought about us being separated from one another because we don't understand each other, because we don't communicate, because maybe we don't invest time in communicating ourselves and maybe even learning how to better communicate. So knowing that we all have challenges and things that we went through in our life, and that brought us and shaped us in the person that we are today, having this compassion, kindness, love. Okay, bye bye. This is what I wanted to share for today. Mwah.